Nice shrug of your shoulders up toward your ears as you inhale and then exhale it away. Just let it out through your mouth. Let it out again with a nice sigh. So take any small movements you need for your practice today. If you just need to release a little bit of tension anywhere, go ahead and do that. Soften your face, your shoulders, your jaw. Excuse me. Let your eyelids be heavy. So a little scan of your body, as we always do, to see how you're feeling today. Just note how you feel, and maybe you need to take care of special areas throughout the practice. Letting your day just slide away. So anything you brought with you to class today, just let that go. Anything that won't serve you today. As we say, just setting aside the baggage. It'll be there when you are done, but maybe a little lighter. Notice your breath now. Breath from the inside, how it stretches out the ribs, fills the lungs. And then just everything kind of lets go as you exhale. Find a nice, comfortable, steady rhythm. Maybe notice the awareness waking up inside of you. You can pay more attention to yourself today through your practice. One more breath, biggest breath you've taken today. Big breath out. Take your chin toward your chest and lift your chin. So that little tuck and that little lift within your range of motion. Maybe just pause as you tuck your chin. Maybe clasp your hands behind your head here. Elbows kind of covering your ears. One more breath here. Exhale, and then inhale. Get your elbows nice and open. Maybe rest your head in your hands. And then exhale. Inhale, open. Let the head drop back with the aid of the hands, so you're not just letting your head drop without any support. You need that support. Bring things back to center, elbows to the sides. Let's just take a little turn one side and then the other. Back to center. Let's just let those elbows kind of go together and kiss. Maybe put your fingers to your shoulders now and just a little kiss and open, and a little kiss and open. You might turn your head to one side as you do that, and then the other side. And then some circling with those shoulders and circling back. And then reach the arms out. Kind of this life force reach. Just have arms alive, shoulders relaxed, energy going through those fingertips. And just find a little twirling of our wrists and then twirl the other way. And then twirl as you take your arms all the way up and maybe look up. And then hands come down to your heart. And a little bow, maybe a little bow. A little rounding of your upper back. And come back up to center. I'm going to remove what's here. If you are sitting cross-legged, cross your legs the other way. Let's just kind of wake up our hips a little bit with some just rolling here. Taking a circle. And a definite move to one side and then forward and then back. Kind of that cow movement here to the side and then back. And let's just take it back the other way. And as we do this, draw one shoulder across. We'll just kind of change it up a little bit. As you go back and then other shoulder across. Heart forward. One last time, come around. Bring your feet to the mat. Wrap our arms around our knees. Take a nice length through your spine, kind of just cozy up to your thighs. Exhale, tuck your chin now. And maybe you can touch your forehead or kiss your knee. Find some nice breath in the back of your body. Backwards, fill up those lungs. And then inhale, kind of let go, and then lift your legs up. And let's just take a little supported boat pose. Hands behind our thighs here. Nice couple big breaths. And then put those feet down, touch those feet together, and maybe rock that pelvis forward or just sit nice and tall. Maybe just rest your elbows on those knees. Gentle pressure, you're not pushing anything down. Let your head rock side to side. It's a little bit of movement here, and then come back up to center. Feet to the mat. You can take them wide, and let's drop those knees one side. And then drop them the other way. Now, you take your gaze the same way. You can look the opposite way of your knees. Make space between those legs so you have room to drop those knees toward the mat. And last time, come back to center. Let's just come to our tippy toes again. Lift those feet again. Maybe arms reach forward and then grab behind and just roll back. And a little massage of your back forward. With the knees and then forward your belly on your exhale. And then some circles maybe. And circle the other way. And then take some concentric circles here. Let's open the knees out to either side and this other way. Okay, we've got a little room for our shoulders here. Let's put our feet down to the mat. And we'll just do our little rolling bridge. So press into your feet as you lift those hips. You can take the arms up. If you're not quite ready, maybe just take the arms up. All the way up here. One more big breath. And exhale. Go ahead and float it down. Let's do a couple of those, just rolling bridge. One more time, let's float it up. Let those hips roll down as those hands come to your knees. You can bring those knees towards your chest again. Maybe lift your chin or your forehead towards your knees, and maybe not, just leave your head down. And then as you release, arms go overhead, feet go overhead, maybe flex those feet. And then take everything down. We'll just do maybe 2 more of these. So we'll start with that rolling bridge. And then exhale. A little Apanasana. Float the legs up, arms up and overhead. And exhale, take it down. We'll do one more round here. One more breath in. Rolling bridge. Exhale. Take yourself to one side. Come up to hands and knees. Take it back to child's pose. Whatever that is for you, as always. Higher or lower with the hips. Reach your arms forward here as you're ready. Nice big breath in. Big breath out, long breath out. Big breath in, take your hands to one side. Big breath out, kind of float down into that child's pose again with that nice stretch on those inner ribs. One more big breath. Big exhale, walk center, walk to the other side. You kind of come up a little bit here, stack those hands, and then exhale, ease back again into that child's pose or that lateral stretch on the other side. And then walk hands to center. And let's just go ahead and take those arms behind. Maybe clasp those hands or just let them rest. Take another child's pose, forehead to the mat or to a block. Arms come forward again, and an inhale, come up to all fours and just lift one arm, one leg. That's final balance. Exhale, take it back to child. Take your time getting into each pose. Other side. Other opposite. One more time here. Take it to all fours. And we're going to go ahead and thread the needle. One arm goes up and under. From here, you can have a block under your head if you like. Arm can go overhead or just maybe twirl out those wrists. We haven't done much with that. You could even give your soles of your feet a stretch here by curling your toes under. Internal rotation twist. Let's come back up to center. Float the other arm up and exhale. And again, you can just maybe circle your ankles, point and flex, So below the wrist, just kind of find some movement there, twirl your fingers. Keep up that nice thick breathing. And just come back up to all fours. Take an extra exhale into cat. Take a cow. And then one more time, back to child's. And inhale, reach long forward, take that kneeling plank, take a little push-up if you like. Exhale like that. Another little push-up. Exhale it back. One more time. Take it all the way down through push-up. Do a little locust pose here. So arms reach alongside our body, fingers reaching back. You can clasp the hands or not. Feet are together. Next inhale. Lift and lengthen the front of your body so the pubic bone, lower abdomen presses into the mat. Shoulder blades are kind of moving toward each other as we take these nice breaths. Don't crank your head too much. Exhale, let everything go. Shake it out. One cheek to the mat. And then we'll come back to center here. You can take the same locust pose, arms behind. You can take the cactus arms here, and we'll just maybe a little more sensation. Lift and lengthen. Just the crown of your head is just an extension of your spine. So not cranking your neck. Exhale, let's take it down. And other cheek to the mat. Shake out your hips if you need to. Come back to center. Hands under your shoulders. Elbows under your shoulders. Kind of up in a sink, so we're just going to do a little cat cow here, upper body. Bring another back bend in here. And then go ahead and release down. Now hands under my shoulders. We're going to push back to a little seated position you can have. You can be on your knees. You can sit on your knees with blocks. You can stand on your knees. So like so, or just have some padding for your knees. I'm going to take one arm up. So while one arm goes up, let's take just the elbow and secure that elbow with your other hand. Some nice breath. So that forearm gets nice and close to your ear. After a couple more breaths, if you can let that arm, maybe hand drop between your shoulder blades. But keep that hold on the elbow, keep it close. And then go ahead and release, and we'll just switch sides. So the other elbow's going up. I'm going to secure the elbow here, or just support it. The hand can just rest across the top of your head for a few breaths. Try to walk it in close to your ear, within your range of motion. You might be tight or something. Pay attention to that. If you want a further exploration, just maybe try dropping that hand in your shoulder blades here. Beginning with that nice breath, that nice tall spine. And then we'll go ahead and release, find some rolls of our shoulders here. And we can do one other thing. One arm can go up. Maybe have that hand again. Maybe if you can get your hand between your shoulder blades and tuck your other hand behind the small of your back and maybe work it up if you can. Just leave it resting there and then just enjoy the stretch, whatever stretch you're getting here with these shoulders. Kind of loosening things up. Okay, let's take one arm down, take the other arm, and then we'll go up this other way. Just take your options here. And then try your lower hand either on your hip or resting in the small of your back, or maybe crawling up a little bit to touch the fingers. Or you can use a strap here. Nice big breath. And then go ahead and release. I'm going to leave a block under my seat. And maybe try this cow face legs. We've done this before. You can have a couple blocks here. So I'm going to come up on my knees. I'm going to try and stack our knees. So if you come forward, and kind of finding one knee under the other, and then go ahead and sit back. If you need to have a block somewhere, go ahead and stick a block there. Maybe those heels come in a little closer to you. And then from here, I'm just going to add a little eagle arm. So take a little hug one way, hug the other way. And then if you want to take the eagle arms, so hook those elbows, forearms come up together, maybe just the backs of your hands touching, or maybe your palms if you can hook those. And feel this lovely stretch on the back. Nice breath there. So between your shoulder blades, one more breath here, just lift those elbows a little bit. And then on your exhale, draw everything down toward your belly. Just kind of squeeze things down. Squeeze your thighs together. And then inhale, uncross. Uncross your legs. We'll do the other side. If that works for you. If this cow face legs doesn't work, just sit in a cross-legged seat. But here I'm stacking those knees again, getting them over each other, and then I'm sitting back. So you can have a block somewhere just to fill in that space. So once you're secure in your cow face legs, we'll take the other side. Let's see if I can remember. Whatever side you didn't do, I do this. I think it was this other side. I can always tell. So again, crisscross. I mean, you can touch the backs of palms touching. Nice breath. Keep the hands, arms away from your face. And then take one more breath. Lift. And then squeeze things down. So armpit squeeze, thigh squeeze, elbows towards your belly. One more big breath. And exhale, go ahead and release everything down. Kind of shake things out. And I'm going to go ahead and just take us to the floor, roll back. I can stay an extra 5 minutes. I think we did get started a little late if you'd like to do that. So Go ahead and lift your hips up, kind of shake things out. And if you want to drop your knees side to side here for a second, go ahead and do that. And then maybe just cross one ankle over your thigh. You can have the foot leg bent, or you can have the leg extended and just cross the ankle over your thigh there and flip that thigh, release open. So either way, if you'd like, just let that knee relax forward isometrically and let go of things now. Other options with this supine pigeon, you know them if you want to take the knees in closer to your belly. You can do that as well. And then uncross when you're ready. Just kind of shake things out and then just take the other way. So you can lengthen out the leg, just cross the ankle. You can also take the foot into the inner thigh. That's another option. If you're ready, bring your knees up, feet to the mat again. Let's take our arms alongside. Have your palms turned up. So take a little constructive rest here, resetting the spine with our exhale extension. Going back to the breath, how do you feel? Just let yourself ease into final relaxation here now. Just you can go through one more pose if you'd like, taking a little inversion, legs overhead, or feet together, just supine cobblers. You can take the legs overhead. You can try taking a nice straddle here just to stretch the inner thighs. And then sometimes I just like to kind of crisscross those legs. You can just go down into happy baby maybe here for final relaxation. So another hip opener here. Depending on what you'd like today, and just finally just ease into a final pose here. Letting your body kind of melt again into the mat. Just maybe even finding that quiet space. Ready to come out of Shavasana. Take one leg forward, take the other leg forward, arms overhead. Take a nice big breath here. Exhale, let it go. Let the arms float down. Turn to your side. And you're quite welcome to stay in Shavasana. Have a great rest of your day.